Hello and welcome. Today we're taking a look at Zero Sum Future. This is a competitive base builder being developed by Plunger Horse Studio, who is also sponsoring this video. Thank you very much, Plunger Horse. So we took a look at this one a long time ago in its very early days. Well, it's at full release now, and I thought we should take a bit of a look at it. So here's what's going on. So competitive multiplayer is kind of the idea behind this game. You can play single player, which we'll be doing today, which will sort of ease our way into the game. I kind of explain what's going on here. But the idea is we're building a colony. We've got a few different planets out there, building apartments and farms and cattle ranches and all kinds of other things, some illegal, some not, with the goal in mind of becoming the richest planet entrepreneur out there. So let's try this thing out and see what we can do. So we're going to go into a skirmish mode. We're going to fight against one AI on easy mode and go ahead and begin the game. So we're going to have like 4 or 5 different planets out there. I think it's 5 or so. We get to pick from which ones we want to land on with our colony builder, and we'll throw some apartments in there and the farms, and tax our people and all the other things that we do to our people. So we'll see how it goes. I'll try to explain what's going on here and kind of ease you into it, because it's not the easiest game to really get into and understand what's happening. But there we go. We got 5 planets to pick from. I have a lander at the moment. I'm going to go pick one of these planets to land on. It doesn't really, I guess it kind of matters, because you want to make sure they have water, because water means hydrogen, and hydrogen is very important. These guys have landed over here, so we could mess with them if we wanted to. Or we could come hang out here at Morpheus, which I don't see any blue stuff. Is that blue stuff? Looks like yellow stuff. There, might be. Maybe? Hopefully there's water here. If not, it's okay. Okay, so we have landed here. First thing we need to do is get some farms out there. So we can see like a border here. If we build, or at least we touch that border, we get a bit of an efficiency bonus for our farms. Or anything, really. So we're going to go and build lots and lots of farms. I don't think this place has any... I guess we can take a look. So hydrogen is a thing we use to make reactors. It gives us power and things. And there's no hydrogen here. Well, bummer. It's okay, though. We get a little bit of power coming from our main unit. So it's okay. We can build things to get to different planets as well. So it's fine. You can see water right there. I can see it on that planet over there. So these farms are hauling these goods in here and taking them to the main base, selling them to whoever, and we're getting cash out of it. My cash is up here. You can see we're bringing in grain requests at $900 per minute. And we're slowly gaining money, but we need more things to do here. So a carrier, you may see, is popping in from time to time. Basically, it's just sort of to mess with your opponent. Because the game is, especially on multiplayer, is, I think the word is cutthroat. It's mighty cutthroat. Because here's, we get some breweries in here so we can get some beer. Because the good people need some beer before they can, make them happy. And take their money, of course. But yeah, so there's a lot of, like, illegal buildings we can make, which we can mess with the opponent. We'll see that once we get into this. But we get a couple cattle ranches in here and put them in within range. We can put them anywhere, but within range because they get the efficiency bonus. Make sure we get enough grain. You can kind of track what's going on over here. More grain means more sales. More sales means more money. But the cows like to eat grain, so we make sure we have enough grain hanging around. My meat production is just come in. We got 73 people. We need to build some apartments here in a moment, as soon as we can, to give us workers and all that, to give us more people. But we'll get there in a second. Actually, we'll do one more farm real quick, like that, and we'll, one more farm. Why not? Farms are okay. Maybe something like that. And yeah, things are going around. We got money coming in. We got grain coming in. We got lots of grain coming in. We have a severe lack of meat. So let's make some meat. Throw this guy in over here. My power bar is... There's a big hill there I can't build on. Is this one up here? Just gotta keep an eye on that. Make sure we don't, run out of power. So we've got... Starting to make some money. Time to start some taxing us. So the Federation's coming in here to tax us now. We got carriers coming in. They start taking my money because we're making too much. Carrier taxes and all that. The carrier comes in and we can use it to mess with our opponent. I mentioned that a minute ago. We have to build a spaceport, however, to do that. So first thing I think we should do, though... There's a lot of silicon here, and we don't use silicon that much, but we'll go ahead and get a mine going so we get a little bit of silicon rolling in here. So you can see we are fulfilling requests for beer, meat, and grain up there, which is making us some cash. Right over here, we got the booze, meat, and grain production is doing great. We're paying wages, paying taxes, we're building costs, of course. Our opponent is over here on... Is he on Hercules? Is that where he's at? Yeah, he's over here. So on this planet... We can mess with this guy if we want to. I think actually maybe the first thing we should do, though, is go check out a planet that maybe has water. That certainly looks like water. So let's go to Thetis in a moment. We're going to go back to Morpheus over here and see about building a orbital builder. Which takes, you can see what it uses. 50 power, 10 workers. Oh, you know, I need, whoops, I forgot about apartments. So we'll get that started up there, and let's go get some apartments in here. How about some people? Throw them over here. You can always torture your opponent and start building on their... well, we can't use it yet, but once we get that orbital builder, which is just now in, we can start torturing them and building in their areas or doing even more sketchy things. So let's begin the sketch. What's a bank do for us? I forget. Uses 20 power for 10 workers. Allows you to loan money to the population, increasing their consumption of goods, increasing the amount of time you can be in debt before losing. No, we won't worry about that. Hey, fireworks. All right, so let's go. We've got the, where was it? The orbital builder, which means we can now go to other places. So we can go to Thetis for right now, and let's go ahead and get our hydrogen reel set up and get a few of those rolling in here just to get a bit of power. Because power needs hydrogen. Got a couple of those guys going. Let's get ourselves a reactor. Which is going to help out the old energy front over there. And you can see they're close by, so they get a bit of a boost for being close by. We can get another one over this way just to keep that rolling. What was that I saw over there? Is that... Oh, it's a planet. We can also... It says the same sort of thing where you can have things around it, you know. It's got like a little region there. We can throw, I don't know, apartment. There you go. Now, we got 17,000 bucks. We're rich. We, this place has no people on it, but hopefully it will now once the apartment gets in there and settled. Let's go do the starport first. I'm going to do it back on my main planet. Over this way. Over this way. Just throw it over here wherever it fits. It's giant. Right there. That's going to allow us to talk with the carrier. So we can do a planetary monopoly, which basically keeps these jerks out. I don't think they're actually here, though. It's easy level. We've got a shuttle we can take in, which also does various things. Mostly just to... I think it just brings more people. That's what the shuttle does. The carrier drops off citizens and all that. But what we want to do... He'll come back from time to time. We can talk with him. But back to Hercules. Let's go mess with these guys. So, illegal buildings. Let's talk about that. This is kind of where the game starts to take form, I suppose. Is get all these buildings around here that's doing all kinds of good. Let's go find some of their farms if we can. Where are they all at? I think that's a farm right there. So, when we come here, we can come... Is that a farm? That's a ranch. Okay, so we come in, we can say, let's build a burglar joint. So what this is going to do, a nearby building produces goods, 10% chance that you steal half of the shipment. Well, I won already. So you can place those down on the other planet and start taking some of their goods. There's other things in here. Let me stay so I can show some things off game. Also, since they're bankrupt, I can buy their stuff if I want. We can come in with a... so that would steal goods from that. We don't want to do that now because it's ours now. But if you have more opponents, you know that would come into play. But you can steal things from that way. We've got things like a tourism agency, which increases the minimum appeal of the planet, which makes it where more people come to the planet. I put that, I guess, on our planet. These are illegal things, though. So what we can do is if we have this button here and we're crafty, we can go scoot around and see if we can find the illegal buildings and call them out, and they have to pay a fine, basically is what happens there. There's one called the Union Center, which increases the workers' wages on the planet, so you can sneak this in on your opponent and make their workers want more money. What's this one do? Lowers workers' efficiency on a planet by 80%. Yeah, you can do that one also here to make them less efficient on this planet over here. Those kind of things. What else do we have? Robotics factories helps us... can be sold to the population or the carrier to be used for efficiency. You can see this up here. We got robotics and electronics, which we didn't get to in this game because it was a quick one. It's usually a pretty quick game. Let's go back to the main menu. Let's put on like maybe a medium opponent and see what we can do. Maybe we can go a little longer here. The games are always pretty quick though. He was a negative $23,000 in debt. I had my 2 illegal buildings there. All right. So yeah, this is typically a multiplayer thing, and it's kind of built around that. But let's check out. Let me show you the options. We can change my colors. I'm the red tops and the blue bits people. I have this autofill all requests button on. Typically, I'll show what that does if you don't have it on. We have controls. We can change. We have audio. We have graphics. So okay, back to single player. Back to the Sandbox mode also, which allows us to go in and just sort of play without risk of losing. Skirmish mode. There's no campaign. I'm not sure what that is all about. No custom games, no challenges, no map editor. The game is full release, but I guess I'm not sure if those are coming in. I don't know. Those are not there though. So let's do 2 medium opponents and see if we can lose here. Might get a little more cluttered this time around. All while we're building this, I guess the idea, really the main thing you do is you're trying to build your colony. You're trying to make money, but you're also trying to hamper your opponents. You can throw in like apartments near them just to sort of mess with them. You can throw out your hydrogen mines real quick to try to grab as much hydrogen as you can. I'm gonna go ahead and start on this planet right here. There we go. Same thing. Let's farm it up. We like a farms. Oop, oop, oop. Those cliffs are hard to see. Throw in more farms here. Like that. Yeah. Another farm. Excuse me. Farm. And how about more farms? More farms. Okay. I'm sure there's a proper way of placing this, but in the interest of being frantic and just getting out whatever we can in the amount of time we have here, let's see how quick games can go. And that was on easy mode, so they go even more frantically as time goes on. You can see where everyone's landed. I'm on Ajax. They're on Melpomene and Perseus. I don't know. I think these are all gods. I don't know who Melpomene is. I'm even saying that right. Greek. Throw in more cattle ranches. Keep the efficiency going. It's good to have them nearby here. I mean, we can throw it anywhere. But just for that efficiency. Carbon recyclers will go and take... Tell me what it is. Carbon is used to produce plasticrete, robotics and shuttles, which is what we use to make... well, we know what robotics are, shuttles, and buildings. It helps make buildings so we don't have to pay so much money, I guess, for it. Burger joints. So burger joints are going to sell... They take things, 5 grain, 10 meat, and they're automatically sold in nearby buildings for 2 money each. So what we can do with this, actually, is if we're extra crafty, is we can go set it near our opponents. There's no opponents on our planet, but we can build those next to our opponent. It's a legal building and a way of getting money because we're going to sell to their population. So there's a lot of little things in here. You can see there's a ton of buildings, and so there's certainly a lot of stuff to this that I'm just sort of barely scratching the surface of. We played this one I mentioned before a very long time ago on a live stream, and it has certainly come a long way since those days. Put a couple apartments in there, make sure we get some population here. We're a little short there. I never got my mines in here, so let's get some mines set up. Let's get a hydrogen drill. Hydrogen? Yeah. I like to have hydrogen kind of... Here we go. Is this a good spot? Ooh, there's a lot of hydrogen there. Hydrogen that place up. Hydrogen. More hydrogen. And get that reactor going in here somewhere. I guess we want them to touch to actually get the reactor boost. Power is required for buildings to operate efficiently, which is what that is up there. They use hydrogen, I think I mentioned that, to power the reactors. And silicon we can use, of course, to make other things. Oh, this planet has both things. Okay. What was outpost do for us? Goes to produce shipped here instead of your colony vessel. If the outpost is closer, you can now build... Ah, okay. So we can do something like this to help with the... so they can fly just to here instead of all the way to the main thing. Let's go to orbital building and go mess with our opponent. I'm not sure how much money they have or how we're doing. We are in 3rd place, apparently, so we're not doing very well. So let's go mess with our opponent. It's hard to see where things are flat. There we go. What are we doing here? We are selling... So if I didn't have that auto sell on, we would have to go in here manually and tell them when to buy and sell and whatever. There's a demand for electronics, which that red thing is. So let's see if we can deal with that. Electronics takes... Used to produce shuttles. Consumes silicon every second. Okay. Toss him out there so we can get some silicon going so we can get some electronics. We have silicon coming in, so we need electronics to start dealing with that desire there. The populations are going to demand more things as time goes on, so we got to make sure and keep that up and going. I didn't build a lot of farms this time, as many as I did last time. I think I did. I think I should build more. Our power is sort of lacking. I guess I could use another reactor. How's our hydrogen looking? Oh, we're fine. Okay. Let's just throw one of these guys just wherever. Put him in there. And we have that builder, so let's go and see what we can do with these guys. So here is these guys. Lots of things are coming in over here. Let me go and set up sneaky like that burglar joint. Yeah, something like that. Now, if they have illegal things, we can go find them if we need to. Retirement facility. So let me throw this one. Retirement facility. uses whatever. Steals patients from the hospitals, then kills 2 injured colonists per second on the planet, allowing you to pilfer the portion of their savings. So, that's, I think sketchy is the word I would use for that. Let's throw this guy over here so they can't see it. Sneaky like. What is that building? What is that? That is is that illegal? That's a hospital, not illegal. What are you? Brewery? If I find an illegal building, they get punished. I don't see any though, and my money's going down. I should be spending time on my own place. And they just build everywhere, don't they? They just take up the whole planet. I don't see anything illegal with these guys. All right. What's that one? Oh, lowers efficiency. Take that. Okay. Back to me. Let's go and put in a tourism agency to try to encourage some folks. This is illegal. Try to encourage some folks, the population to come here. Every time that carrier comes in, it's going to drop people off here. And I want to make sure that happens. And let's get some more apartments. Make sure we have plenty of people. We are down to only 50 available spots. Let's do something like that. And some more apartments. How is our sales looking? Looks like meat is a little bit terrible. Building income is a little bit low. I think it's maybe the illegal stuff. Let's get some more... Let's get some more breweries. How's the beer coming in? Booze is 1,000. Let's get some of these. I'm just going to throw them in wherever. I'm going to make sure we have enough grain for all this, but make sure this is taken care of. Get cattle ranches. And, of course, burger joints. We should build burger joints on the other guys' planets, too. These things kind of need to be near other buildings, I think, is how that works. I don't think it really matters if it's on my planet, just as long as it's somewhere. It's going to make us... Oh, I'm broke! What happened? Oh, you know what I bet happened? I didn't see a pop-up, but I bet somebody found me out. You get punished. Let's see one, but we are... carrier tax, 8,000. We're going to lose. Oh, we lost! We lost! Well, that's not very nice. I didn't want to lose. How we do? I didn't see the stats of the other folks. Here it is. Oh, we just barely lost. I think I lost just because he was not as bankrupt as us. They didn't find my other buildings. People just started demanding more money. I started building all those buildings and it costing me too much. Maybe I needed more. I should have started with more farms to begin with, I think. All right, one more time. Let's try this. I guess I could show off Sandbox mode. Let's try this off. So this one is just, there's no carrier tax, and it's just build freely. So you just go in there, no challenges. You just kind of build things and kind of learn how the game works. And, well, learn how the game works. See what all the buildings do, you know, all that kind of stuff. Which is quite handy here. I certainly needed it. But there's, especially with all the immense number of buildings in the game, it's certainly an important thing. Oh, the game just crashed on me. Hang on a moment. Let's try this again. See if this thing actually works this time. There we go. All right, so let's go through here and just kind of see what all the buildings do before we get back into another multiplayer game. I can defeat a single an easy opponent quite easily, but the medium folks not so much. That was pretty close though. I must say, I must brag a little bit. So I guess first thing you can do, I don't know whether it's wise to look around to start with or just stick with what you've got. From what I understand, the first planet typically has both resources, the one that they give you. However, it seems to be a lot of times when I play, typically the AI lands on this planet as well. So I don't know what the best one is here. I also have learned that that seems to be farms are good things to start with. Lots of farms. You can get that early grain revenue coming in, and your colonists don't care really early on. All they really want is grain. Apparently they want meat now already, but they can get over that. We're gonna give them grain for a moment and make sure we get a lot of grain rolling in here so that we can work on that. Oh, build here in the water? Yeah, that's cool. Get before you start getting the cows and the booze coming in. I mean, you know what we did last time is I started building. I used up all my inside space, and that really kills the efficiency. You also pay your workers less because of that efficiency whenever you're within this ring, or at least touching the ring. So I'm sure that also hurts quite a bit. Let's just get a bit of a startup here. Something like that. And do we start doing burger joints? Make sure we reread this for quick. So burgers are all mixed sold to nearby buildings for 2 each. Burger consumption increases at a rate which population gets... Burger consumption increases at the rate at which the population gets sick. Should I not be building these here? That's interesting. Okay, put those in there. Okay, so we got a decent setup going. We're selling beer, we're selling meat, we're selling grain. You can see it all right here. We're making some cash. We're actually losing money at the moment because of the build costs. Some celebrating going on over there. We can. I think maybe we go work on. Let's get an apartment in here. That is going higher. I'm not sure what the benefit here of putting this. Whether we would put it inside or outside, provides housing. I guess the benefit is it would not charge you so much upkeep, but these are pretty cheap to upkeep, so I'm just gonna throw them outside. I'll put something else expensive inside there. We could also throw our reactor nearby here too. What is that? Burger joint. So he's gonna go deal with these guys. Oh, you know what? Burger joints they should be touching. Okay. So yeah, he's feeding those apartments over there. Let me get a burger joint here and see if we can squeeze that in here. Right in here and see if we can do this. There we go. So those are all served with burgers. Okay. Let's get some more. We want to put farms over here. Is that going to matter? It's just an apartment thing. Are you served with burgers? You are served with burgers. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to start doing this with our burger joints. That's a lot of money just flowing in there. We don't have a burger income, but... No, building income. That's it. $500 a minute. Yeah, okay. So, I got that figured out now. Let me go do something like that. And we'll throw in... Do we do more farms? Let's just do a ring of breweries. Just get our base economy going here. Something like that. Ring it all around here. Something like that. There we go. So there's a lot of breweries going in. People want electronics now. The money ain't really going up though. We're losing money now because of build costs. Grain requests is low. Everything's pretty low. Let me get a few more farms thrown in. Ring of farms over here, and it seems like maybe the best thing here is going to have just to have that burger joint in the middle. There we go. Throw in some more farms here. Up to 10 grand. Plenty of people in the colony, so that's not a big problem. Let's move on to the next thing. So hospital keep people getting hurt, helps our population out. Banks, of course, help us from being in debt for too long. Mass media increase the planet's disposition towards you and decreases towards other players, which I think this has to do just on the planet. Education center increases the workers needing provides an order that reduces the workers needed by reduces the number of workers needed in a building. Adventure camp. Transfer 20 colonists from your home planet to this building. Okay, so we could use that last time whenever we were building another planet out there, on the other planet. Drills, of course, we need to get those to get some power. If we put these guys... So, use the power reactors to make robotics is used to build on a planet where you don't have a colony vessel or outpost. Right. Okay, we'll do one more. Squeeze him like right in there. And then we'll get our reactor going. And if I get it touching you... There we go. Okay. Power is required for people to operate efficiently, which we certainly need. So let's throw in another one wherever we can over here. Just throw it up here, it's fine. Okay, so that planet's looking pretty good. We can eventually go into silicon mines and get some electronics going. People do want that, so let's go ahead and start that up. Let's do a couple silicon mines. Squeeze it on in there, and then we'll get an electronics fabricator set up. I think this is gonna be an expensive building, so let's get this one in the ring like that. And I suppose we could give it a burger joint, right? Why not? Everyone loves a good burger. Is that close enough? Yeah, there you go. Feed those burgers out there. So it's small amounts, but it's something. We're at 20 grand now. We're making $100 a minute, which isn't much. We're losing money a minute now. I'm not sure why they went down all of a sudden. The wages are kind of high. I can go into... Is it here to lower wages? Steals a small percentage of workers' wages on the planet. We don't want to steal our own wages. In Union Center, of course, makes it more expensive. Singularity Cult. Cult prefers to kill the lower educated members of society. This building slightly increases the education level of the planet over time. Huh. That could be good, though, couldn't it? Because that would allow us to have more highly educated people, which means less workers. Retirement Center just helps us kill people off and make money off of it. Apparently we need... oh, yeah, we need some workers. Let's get some apartments in. I have not built any apartments yet. I don't think I have. Maybe we have a few around a burger joint. There we go. People are going away. I guess we're just taking their money, taking their life savings. That's how things are here in Penelope. Squeeze you in just anywhere here. Yeah, people are flying away. Can I see where that stat comes in? Illegal income. There we go. 6,000. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. That's big time. All right. All right. Okay. Now that I know what I'm doing a little better. We didn't even get to the rest of the stuff. We've seen most of these, though. Tourism, what was that? That would just changes the appeal, so we get more likely people are going to come here. People come in every time that carrier comes in. You can kind of see it pop up every once in a while. And then we can use that. So I didn't build a spaceport here, but we can use that to do what I showed before. All right. Let's go and try a game again. Maybe we just try against one opponent. And see. No, we'll do two. We'll do two. And we'll see if we can defeat these guys. 44 grand. Look at that. All right. Skirmish. Medium, folks. 2 of them. All right. The red-tipped blue folks will make the most cash here. So, yeah, think of this as a colony builder without... a competitive colony builder without the army. It's all about money on this game. And we'll see if we can do a little better this time. We've got to... I'm going to start out with cranking out the grain. I'm just going to take the first planet here and just take what we got. Find a nice open spot here, like, not on a hill, though. Is anything... Yeah, here we go. There we go. Okay, land him down. Let's farm it up, and I'm going to take farms on the edge here to help with the efficiency. As soon as we can, I think we should throw in... Maybe not the best spot. We can throw in... we'll do that burger joint thing. It wasn't the best money, but it's something. And I think if we could get... Burger joints need meat as well, so it's not going to be any good yet. If we could get that special hospital, retirement center, in, that might be big time. As long as we can keep the AI from finding it. That's really the trick, I think. Okay, we'll just go farm. More farms. Where they're at Prometheus and what? Perseus. All right, so people want meat. We're bringing in some cash, a little bit of cash with the grain. Let's get a cattle ranch going here. We'll deal with beer in a minute. We're going to put this thing. Can I stick it over? I'd like you to be there if I can get you, but I can't. Throw this guy over here. Like that. And we'll just put like 4 of them, maybe? Was that number 4? 4 or 5, whatever this is. Throw them in there. We got meat now. Let's get some burger joints in here. I'd like you to touch some things. Right there. What's the problem with you, buddy? The resources. What? You have resources? Oh, meat probably hasn't come in yet. We're working on it. Meat will show up there in a minute. As soon as they get running. I think some just... There we go. Meat's coming in. Burgers are flipping out and dispersing. Okay, let's get a bit of a brewery going. They probably want that now. Yeah, they want beer now. Throw out a brewery and throw one in over here. I'm going to do the burger joint thing. Let's go set this up just where over here in some sort of flat spot. Maybe we set an outpost out here so that they can get to it. But let's just do a ring of breweries. Make some beer over here. We need to get a farm to them, I suppose. But if we're bringing enough grain in, this will be all right. We're in 3rd place. From what I have observed, it seems the best trick, at least against the AI, is to just hold out. Just, we have a severe lack of workers here. Basically, just don't go in debt first. Or second, depending on how many people you have. May need more cattle farms for this. And back to that, there you go. Get some apartments in here. There you go. Fling those burgers out there. Like that. And we're gonna sneak one of these in here. This retirement facility costs $1,000, but man, is it worth it? There we go. Sneak it right in there. Real sneaky like. Real sneaky like. Okay. How are we doing here? How's the food? How's it coming along? Doing all right. Carrier taxes is immense. Building cost is immense as well. Meat request is very low, so we probably need a bit more meat. We're probably selling it all to our burger joints. So let's get some meat in here. Toss them over just wherever. Wherever here. We really need to help our efficiency by building some power as well. That was a brewery. I didn't want to put a brewery in, but whatever. Back to power. So let's get a hydrogen drill. And throw that in. Ooh. There. And we'll put one in there. Just yank the water out of the ground and start doing that hydrogen thing to it. I can't go there for some reason. Okay, put a reactor in. Having this touch helps with the efficiency of it. Because I'm pretty sure that's what the tutorial said. Put another reactor in. So more power, more efficiency, more money. Look at that, $1,000 a minute, making a lot of money from those poor old folks. We're in third place still. How do I see how everyone else is doing? I know it's a mystery. I'm not sure what the little hat is. Is it time to go build somewhere else, or should we just keep it going? We're in third place, which is not where we want to be. We can get a silicon mine. Any silicon around here? Oh, there is. Okay. Let's get some silicon rolling in. Supply these folks with some electronics. Okay, come on, silicon mine. Where are you at? Right. Can't fit you in where I want you to. Two silicon mines, and we'll throw in a baker. Like that. I think what do you need, baker? You consumes 2 silicon and 8 carbon every 20 seconds. Okay. I don't think I have actually a carbon guy, do I? Carbon recycler. Throw him over here. Okay. I think I'm still alone on this planet, alright? No one has joined me over here? I don't think so. We are rich. Second place now. Excellent. Okay, let's go mess with the opponent. Let's go with a where is it? Starport. We can do some carrier things. And we also want a... What's observatory do? Increases the speed at which your shuttles fly. Oh, yeah. Give me some of that. Shuttles need to fly more. Can I just have more shuttles? Shuttle fabricator. Maybe we should have that. What was that little blip? Oh, okay, I see. So we can commandeer a building if we bid on it, basically. We can just take some robotics. Sure, I'll take some. People here want electronics, which we aren't working on yet. Let's get that going. Okay, that'll bring that in. Hopefully give them enough. We seem to still have a shortage of people and power. So let's go and do that real quick. And our money is disappearing. What happened to our money? Oh, we're broke. What happened? 11,000 in carrier taxes. Why is it so high? We're in first place, though. Maybe that's the way the game sort of... because I'm broke? Is that why I can't put it in? I can't put it in because I'm broke. Can you do illegal things while I'm broke? Maybe more retirement? Oh, we win! All right. There we go. There is zero-sum future. It is available on Steam. And I want to see... Can I see with the stats? I guess I should have just hit leave. Where's my stats? Oh, no stats. Anyway, it's available on Steam. And I'll put a link below and you check the thing out. Thanks again for watching. Here we go. And I win with negative $15,000 in my pocket. Excellent. No one else had any illegal buildings? All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.